Hey folks, this is Noble Rambler, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Banished. We're using the Colonial Charter mod version 1.6, the Forge Awakens, and I've got my mug of hot white chocolate cocoa poured over little marshmallows on what looks like a rather cold, wintry day in our town of Ramblington, except it isn't winter at all. It's early spring. I popped in early and started working on dispersing a little bit of this extra labor around. I added, what did I add? I added a couple to the bundling sheds, I added a couple to the pottery, the potters, and just balanced a few things here and there. Went through the traders and the town inventory and kind of balanced some other things over there. And it wasn't running at the time, but I advanced it forward a little bit to get a few things cleared up. A few workers needed to find their job and that sort of thing, and realized it was early spring. It was 25 degrees, so I let it run for a little bit, probably a week in game, and it's still below freezing. So I think we have got a short growing season coming this year. So wanted to look at the totals here a little bit. In between episodes, Conan the Thin Bloke threw something out at me that I had kind of forgotten about. He reminded me that some crops do not work well in cold climates. I wonder if that is our olive problem. I really wonder if these guys, they're from the Mediterranean, so that's where olives grow the best. So it could be that we're going to get very small yields out of this. Unfortunately, I can't go to the town arrival and click on a history of olives. I can only get a history of food. So we can't go back to see if there ever was a really good yield year out of it. I thought there had been, but it may have been a year where there was no snow, all winter long. We've had a couple of those years already. Maybe those were the banner years. But what I wanted to do, and I think I can go ahead and let the game run while I'm doing it. It's nothing really pressing right now. Is I want to take a look at the yields of the different crops. So these guys here are 9 by 10 rather than, they're 9 by 15 rather than 10 by 15 over here. So 15 squares less. We got about 900 for broccoli, cabbage 950, and cucumbers 900, beans 1,000. These are bigger fields here. Rock melon 1,050, we'll say. Carrots 1,050 or so. What do we got over here? Raspberries. That one. About 1,000 and 1,050. We've got corn coming in around 950. Sunflower coming in almost 1,100. This sunflower over here, about 1,000. So these are slightly bigger fields yet than these, but only just barely. The potato. Now, when the potato were over here before, I noticed that crop came in at about 500 or 600, and we're at 560. Now, potatoes should be a cold crop, so there shouldn't be a climate issue there. But here's 2 potatoes in a row. We're at 7. So 7 and 5 for potatoes. So we're going to watch another year and see how that comes out. But potatoes are the only crops that are having questionable yields. Again, it could be a farmer that didn't get there in time too, so can't make a judgment off of one year. But coffee is in the 300 to 400s. White mulberry hasn't been working well at all for quite some time, 118. So we'll see what happens with this crop. If this also does the 1 to 200s, then this must be a crop that doesn't do well in cold climates. That's going to be the guess that I'm going to have. Now, maple trees do great in cold climates, and they're in the 700s. So, yeah. So, I'm going to keep track of this. I went to the wiki, I went to Google, I looked all around trying to find some kind of chart as to what plants are cold crop and what plants are hot climate or just what, and I couldn't find anything. I did find something that showed plants that do well in the heat, but it didn't say whether or not they did well in the cold. So I really couldn't go with that. When they described heat as climates that don't get snow. so I couldn't really do a lot of judging off of that. Otherwise, we pulled up everything here that these 10 builders are working on. I had 11 laborers when I started, so we've already increased there. Great. So we've got a couple of traders. Let's look through these guys real quick. Logs are in the 500s. Trade. Stone is in the 200s. So what have we got? Furniture, clay. Clay is in the 3000s. Just went through the inventory. We're good on homewares. We're good enough on charcoal and coal. Sand. I doubled up our workers on the sand shore house over here. So see what that does. We brought in 84s all last season, but I don't know if we had a full season. So this time we will have a full season, and we'll have 2 workers. Yeah, it was pretty much early spring when I set that. So we'll be able to tell from there. But otherwise, sand, we have enough to get through this year. Sand 300. Let's grab another 1,000 of sand. Otherwise, silver ore. I suppose we could do that. We're only talking 30. So, gold ore, no. And there aren't any other ores. No wood, no stone. Alright, so 1,030. Iron tools, let's get rid of those. So another 126. Pottery, we're pretty much empty. So let's not touch those. Candles, there's still quite a few of. So 1 run of candles, a stack of 20, and we're paying with 34. So let's pull back 5 of those. And now we need 6 more. So easiest one are the cuts. We'll just add 3 of those. Okay, so that is this one. Trade and dismiss. And this guy up here has brought us bacon. No. Olives. No, we're not going to buy olives. Well, just thinking about that. Were they eating the olives at the same time that they were trying to make oil out of them? Let me see here if olives show up on the food list. That would be what? What would that be? A fruit? Well, going through the fruit category, I don't see it. My chart here. Let's see if it comes in as a vegetable. Alphabetically, there it is right there. So it's considered a vegetable. So they would eat it as a food, as well as try to press it as an oil. So, because it's not coming out of a plantation, because the plantations don't seem to have the ability to do any trees. It's just crops. What is going on there? Oh, okay, I had extended these guys. That's what it was. This guy right here, flax. Yeah, there's nothing here in the way of orchard seeds. Okay, so back to flax. We'll leave that alone. Alright, so anyway, so food, we got a whole bunch of food last time. I'm not going to do any more food buying. If we run into any more needs of food, we're going to grab all of the wild foods out of here and save more, save the goods for our economy. Unless we find meats. Meats will convert from 1 value to 2 value. We could do that. Fruit jam, haggis, radishes. I'm not seeing anything here that I really want to spend money on. So we're going to dismiss that one and say thank you very much. We've got several things that are popping in over here. Wooden house. I think that's our last house that we're building. That was out in this area. So that is these 4 here. Did the well go in? Don't know. Okay, we'll cut some trees right over there. Just kind of clear out our little house area. Okay, we'll do that so we can come back and see what's going on. Anyway, the hunting cabin, let's just go straight into that. Add 1 more, so 9. So we've got 3 hunting cabins going now. Food limit 50,000. Yeah, it would be nice if that was a problem. The tailor, I went ahead and tossed that in while I was balancing things out. Let's go ahead and get 2 full-blown upgraded taverns. I'm not taverns, tailors. So that we can choose beyond hide and wool coats on the second one as well. And that was a save. There we go. So you are also bringing us bacon. Seeds. Okay, now here's a possibility. I would like to try hemp, and I would like to try bamboo. So, and I know that red mulberry is a food right there. That could take the place of one of our crops that is not working if that turns out to be the case. So we'll keep that in mind. Let's see if the other ones are there. There's hemp. So let's grab that one for rope. So we can use our flax for other things. Boy, there's a lot of choices, but not the ones we want. So barley, kale, carrot, broccoli, turnip, eggplant, red mulberry. As another tree that creates food. Blueberry might be kind of nice for another fruit, but I guess a red mulberry would be a fruit as well. Let's do that as well. Let's see if we can come up with 8,000. Don't know if we can. We spent a lot on that food. Let's see what's already sitting in this warehouse. Now, tools are down hard. Look at that. I did not notice that. We got to take a look at that. We probably spent a bunch for the food. I don't really remember if we did or not, but they're then replacing what was in the trader. So maybe we just need to pull some tools out of the trader. Wow, there's a lot going on over here. These numbers are growing, and so are these. Okay, so let's go to the bottom of the list. What can we get rid of? We've got 2 barrels. We spent all of the barrels and crates, and I guess there were still a few floating around. So crates, we would put those in there. Fancy furniture, we're making those rather quickly. We have lots of logs, and lots of hardwood logs, and they seem to be doing well over there. So let's grab at least half of those. Healing oil, we'll grab half of those as well. And cloth down coats, we're looking okay at this count over here. We'll come back to that. Rope, we'll go ahead and do that. I think there was 40 or so in the inventory. We'll go ahead and do the statues. So where are we at here? Still 4,000 to go. Glassware, we're still doing fine with that. Let's grab half of that one. Candles, we're doing great. We'll grab all of those. Peacoats, yeah, we'll do that. We're going to think about going back and making those again. Let's see. I'm just noticing the food over here dropping to the 13,000s now. Late summer. We got to go over there and see how the crops came out. Marble statues. So this is where the statues are sitting. We'll need another 2,700. Let's grab half of those for this one. And that overpays by 138. Alright. So what did we really not want to take, but we did anyway? Was there anything like that? No. Let's pull back one statue then. And we'll add in wool coats. So I'm seeing 10. I'm seeing 9. And an additional 12. We'll do 6 beef cuts. There we go. So that gets us, just remind myself here, red mulberry, so an orchard, and hemp. Trade and dismiss. Alright, let's get down to the crops, and let's set up hemp for next year. Though we are waiting for these to go in. We've still got a couple of trees. I guess I didn't put this on my list. So that goes there. Small pasture is done. And this goes here. Okay. So when that goes in, we'll put hemp on both of these. I think that'd be a good plan. Small pasture is in. We're going to make him Frisians and employ just one. And we're going to empty this one. There, 22 are going to move in. Wait a minute. There, that 22 and 22. Good, we made them the same size. Alright, that worked out fine. So that should transfer over. Now, if I were to switch this guy to not work and take him off, they should still make their transition, right? We'll hope so. Alright, ooh, good, these guys came in. So we didn't get any more food crops as far as new seeds. But we could find out whichever one did the very best through here this year, based on the size of its field, which I think was the sunflower seeds. That one did the 1100. So maybe we'll do a whole bunch more sunflower seeds, give them plenty to eat, as well as plenty to press, and maybe we'll add another employee over here. We'll see how that works out. See how that balances. These guys are still just sitting. Well, we'll come check up on them later. Okay, so we're waiting for hemp to go into here. Let's put a priority on these two fields. Make sure this gets done. What are we doing here? This guy. Let's prioritize these two to get them done before early spring. But first of all, finish these two because there's very little to do to them. A couple of trees and they're done. Otherwise, early spring will also fire these guys up. By then we'll have even more laborers. Alright, let's get a couple more builders in there. So, anything been happening here? Yeah, a storage warehouse just went in. Where are you? Oh, good. This one went up only 60% by dumping this 100%. So that must be a pretty significant difference. I wonder if they're double in their size. Blacksmith died of old age. Old age, that's right. I put in this guy because we have actually haven't had a graveyard for a while. Well, we've degraded a little bit, but when I checked it, we were 64 just a little while ago. So we're going to have a second graveyard over here next to the church, the chapel, which is about maxed. The other one's right there. He's maxed. And this guy over here, he's getting there too. We need to move over to the new city. That's what we need to do. We just got to make sure that we've got a balanced economy over here to transition over. This one's done. Okay. We'll wait again till early spring, then we'll set hopefully all 6 of these up. And otherwise I want to put in another 1, 2, 3 farms over here. And I think at that point we will finally have balanced ourselves out as far as how much food we need based on the new population. Another storage warehouse, and it is filling up out here. Good. Glad to see that one done. So, tiny house got renovated. So we've got the addition on that one. And we got the addition on the log cabin right there too. Good. So tiny house there, log cabin there. Inventory, I guess we're still moving things into it. Okay. Reserve of tools is low, yes, and it is dropping fast. What is the issue? We do have iron. We do have coal. So what do we need here? Merchant has arrived. Alright, I'm going to pause and think things through. You are what? Where's my box? Tailor. That's okay, that's the tailor. So I'm down over here. There is the big blacksmith and there's the small one. So what is happening here? History. 100 tools last time. We're only at the rate we're at, we're going to see maybe 90 or so this time. And these are iron tools. We're still making iron tools. We need to upgrade this. But why are you not making that many? You're making steel tools. 60 and 40. Let's set up a second blacksmith here. Like that. In the meantime, let's upgrade this guy. There's no point in making iron tools anymore. So we've got the country there. Country smithy, large smithy. I am guessing they do the same thing, they're just 2 different kinds of looks. if I put the second one over here, the large smithy, I'm going to be forever saying, okay, now what is that one? Because it doesn't look like this one. So I think we're going to put another one of these guys here, and we'll do the other choice over there in the city. That'll be the city one. This will be the country one. So that way I'm not messing that one up. Meanwhile, we could use some more tools. Who popped in? You are building supplies, rough tools. Okay, you do bring tools. You did bring the tools we wanted. But that's right, I can pull tools out of the traders to get us by for a while. So, rough tools, let's see, what have you brought that we could actually use? Bricks, furnace fuel, coal, clay, and silver. Nothing. Okay, nothing here we need. Computer, we'll make our own. Dismiss, and thank you very much. Alrighty, so pasture is done. Don't think there's anything else I need to do there, other than just to make sure they actually leave. And they are. Okay, they're doing just fine. This guy is now going to be our backup pasture. And this one is going to be up here, where we are closer to houses? Let's see, right there. You live where? Right there. Okay. That works out fine. And we are into autumn. Yield is it's going down, but I believe they continue to grow even as they're taking them down. That's how a couple episodes ago it was the third field over here that was, when we hit early autumn, it was in the 50% range, and we went back to it later after they've been taking it down. It was in the 70% range, so it had continued to grow even while they were busy working on it. What is this guy? He's a blacksmith who's out of a job. Okay. Blacksmith, you're waiting for your upgrade to be done. So you're no longer a blacksmith. Now you're a laborer. Good. Stop. Alright, so pasture is done. This is being worked on along with that tailor. Plantation is done. Okay, we're going to wait on those. Crop fields are done. 1, 2, and 3 of them. Good. So that is being taken care of. This one is empty now. Okay. I want to tear him down and extend him. We're going to make all these the longer length. Just waiting for it to get done. So let's take him apart and put a new plantation, food, and the big leaf right there. So this guy is now that big. And we will prioritize him as well. There's only 1 or 2 trees to take down. So this guy right here, so that he's definitely growing before winter's done. How the deer doing? Deer, 800 meat a year, 600 to 800. That's good. That is 28 in there. Okay, we've got pigs over here, bringing in 600, and I see we're not there yet. So 1,000 last year. Okay, in that case, we're way ahead this year. That's interesting. So that's interesting. I want to try something here. These guys had a history over here, and it's still over here. Okay, over here. You know, we're only making milk. $23 of 22. Well, let's wait and see if that turns into beef. If it doesn't, then these are only good for milk. That'll be interesting to see. If that is the case, we're going to turn off this butchery. Anyway, we're waiting for this to get picked up. Waiting for a lot of things to get picked up. Now they're doing it. He is still over here hacking away at these last bushes. Otherwise, we are picking up. Even though I prioritized these over here, they are still doing the pickup jobs. That's good to see. We're into late autumn still. This one had a problem. So for some reason, these folks didn't get over here to get the work done. So not going to have our banner year this year. But we do know that this is capable of 1,000. Okay. So we have someone else with a problem. What are you? Farmer. Oh, that's because I just did that one. Okay. Yeah, we'll do that here. There you go. Be free. Oh, this plantation. Oh, that's not it. That is the builders. This one. There you go. And since I took you off there, you're going to walk right over here and pick these up, right? Ah, right there. Okay, good. So that one's ready to go. While I'm thinking of it, let's take these guys down to 1 so that doesn't surprise me later. These guys as well. Not going to turn them on yet, though. We'll keep these laborers laboring. Okay. Working on the magazine. We're really clearing out these projects. 15 building jobs left. Wow. Didn't think I would see the day when we got done with all of our projects. Good news. Bone meal. There is no beef. Well, that answered my question from long ago. What is the true difference between Frisian cows and beef cows? Frisian cows do not make beef. Explain me that one. How do you butcher a cow and only get bone meal out of it? Huh. Okay. You're done. We're no longer in the beef business. We got plenty of other meats, though. That's fine. When we get to the other side, we'll get more cattle. But yeah, I guess these are walking air that produces milk. No meat in there. Walking bones. Okay, so all of our crops are in as far as totals, except for right there. That's right, we had a late start. We had snow on the ground for a long time. So that may have something to do with why the crops have not done so well. 15 tools left, so let's remember if we don't get tools here real soon. There's what I was talking about. Coffee. That's not a coffee bean. That's a mug with a, you know, that's a brewed cup of coffee there. Can we make coffee with our coffee beans? Or is this only something you can buy? We can make the rest of these. Right? Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm not going to dismiss him just yet. Let's pop... Yeah, we'll dismiss him, but let's pop in an inn. Wasn't going to do that till we got to the city, but, you know, these people deserve a break, too. Yeah, we'll give them an inn. Where is that? Is that under food? That's under luxury. Yeah, let's see. Little tavern. Bigger one. And biggest one. We'll go to the middle one. Just in case the middle one has more options than the big one. I mean, than the smallest one. And where to put it? I'm kind of thinking right in here. A lot of housing in here. Could go up in there as well. I'm liking over here. Just looking at this corner here, wondering what to do with that. What do we do? Do we put... That's the size of a stall or a cart. And is there any reason why we're going to... What are you? You're the tannery. This is kind of the textile row over here. Well, that's medicine. That is a house. The market. Okay, that's the new clothier. Okay. And the tanner. I guess we could finish textiles down here. Alright, so yeah, the inn can go there. So we will do that. And he can have the whole space. Though we'll kick him off the road one. Okay. So, cemetery is in. Just a little one back here, kind of an overflow. Blacksmith is being torn apart. The clothier is being built. The pasture is not making beef. Okay. Just needed to verify that. Market stall. This guy is the one we put in over here to experiment with it. So we're going to put in a vendor. and we're going to wait and see what happens there. We wanted to get clay and furnace fuel out here to speed these guys up. It's being stored over here, so it's not that big of a deal. No, it's not. There's none of it there. Sand. Okay. We do still have clay and furnace fuel in the economy. I know that. I'm losing this guy again. There he is. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Let's pull this iron out right here. Didn't want to, but it makes it so hard to see this. And for that matter, let's pull these trees out right there. Alright. Now, clay. 3,000. Furnace fuel. 3,000. Furnace fuel is being made all the way out over here. There's furnace fuel. It's not being dumped in the distribution barn. It is being dumped in here. 1,300 of it there. Okay. Where is the clay being dumped? For the longest time it sat over here. Now this market has a bunch of it right there. Clay. Okay. That means this market's got clay? No. That's interesting. There's building supplies and there's glass. Well, glassware. Is there sand in here? There's dry goods. Do any of these... No, there's iron ore. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, what's going on here? He grabbed copper ore, fancy homewares, and lumber. Yeah, he's going to grab just random things. I don't know if we're actually ever going to see clay or furnace fuel in here. But we'll see. I'm guessing these guys could dump off into him. That may be possible. He could be their closest dump-off point, which means clay will start landing here. Okay. We'll have to watch that, see if that happens. I was doing something. We had a trader come in. That's what I was doing. Got more seeds. So the only other seed that I'm thinking of that I'd like to get would be bamboo. And we don't have it. So I think we're going to save our funds. You know, peach we could do. There's several that we could do. But that's going to wait until we get to the other side. I do want to get there one of these episodes. How are we doing? We're at 16,000. Okay, we picked everything up. We're late winter. Wow, almost forgot. Got to get these guys going and these guys going. So we are flax and hemp and hemp. Yes, we live in Washington or Colorado. So let's... All these are at 3s. Yes, they are. We're going to do pickup. And we're going to do work. And we're going to add 3 more. Okay. Over here, we are going to do... What? That's what we were going to figure out. Let's see, that last crop field's over here. Taking you down to 1. And pick up. Alright, how'd we do last year? At least we have a history now. 800 went down to 700. Actually 900 to 7 something. Cabbage, 900 to 8 something. So that looks pretty consistent. We had a bad year. That's close. Cucumbers. What am I here? This is the bigger field. Beans were really late coming in. But we still managed to pull off 8.5, even with a bad year. So rock melons were horrible. They did really bad. Carrots did pretty good. Pretty consistent. Okay, so let's do a crop of carrots down here. And add a farmer. So that was that group. What do we do over here? So, raspberries. They did really good, and they caught up again too. Let's do one more raspberry, so we've got a definite, a good percentage of what am I doing here? Of fruit to vegetables. So raspberries there, and add a farmer. All right, this guy, I think we need to put in sunflower. Our corn did what? Corn didn't do so hot. It really had a problem keeping up once the cold hit. So some crops, I'm guessing, do have some problem with cold. Sunflower, how did you do in the cold? Whoa, that was really bad. How about this one? This one, even better. So this farmer failed us. Okay. We've had 2 years of growing. We've got 1,500 and roughly 2,000, so 35, maybe 3,600. What do we have left of that? 3,600, and these are called kernels. I know they're in there somewhere. Kale kernels. 3,600 has already dropped down into 8 something. So well, they're eating them as well. That's true. So I can't really say that this guy is doing all of that. He's got 200, almost 300 there, and he's making quite a bit of oil. Okay. But this impressed me. That's a lot, and even on a year that everything else saw losses. So let's call this one our bumper crop. This one is going to really kind of spur us along there on bad years. Make sure there's lots of food rolling in. So sunflower, add another one there, and there's that. This one we're looking at adding 1, 2, 3, work. Alright, take off those 3, put 3 more on. Alright, now you're happy. Alright, so that is late winter. I want to lay a few more crop fields out here. It's probably not accurate to ask where they live because they haven't changed houses yet. So that's not going to work. I'm wondering, do we have enough houses up here? We have enough for 20 workers as far as parents. As the kids age and don't find somewhere else to go, they'll add to it. Could be as many as 40 workers in here eventually. So we're needing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So this already, just in parents, can handle this. If we do kick in these 3 houses, there should be no problem handling a few more right there. This guy is done. Does not require employees. Good. The clothier's left, as well as the blacksmith. Let me pull that one up. He is there. Country smithy. And that is the last of the building projects that I am aware of. No clay yet over there. So I'm gonna, I guess I can go ahead and let this run, because how do we got too many farmers. Okay, I guess I did this twice. Now we did get these right. Flax, flax, hemp, hemp. Let's right now switch the rope. Now we gotta wait for a whole season. That's right. Okay, we'll wait. Anyway, I want to set up 1, 2, 3 more farms. I don't think we can get a 4th one in. I don't think it's worth it to put in a skinny one. So I don't know what we'll do with that space. We'll leave that space. That could be some kind of a, I don't know. We'll figure that out. Labor, labor, labor. Yeah, we are finally reaping the benefit of this, of all that we've been doing. Finally have the help that we need. So logs are, whoa. Logs are doing really well. Just noticed that. So look at that. Well, look while you can before all the trees come in. Now these are going to be hardwood logs over here. Only 59. There's regular logs there. He's a forester. Okay. How are the logs over here? not as good. Okay, well that really paid off. That's working well. How's food coming in over here? Now that we're living in the area, well, we didn't have a full year with that, so it probably isn't going to really help us. So we'll wait and evaluate that later. Trader just came in. I want to lay these guys out. Yeah, we'll take a quick moment. We got 2 traders in. All right, what have you got? A bunch more seeds. I'm only interested in bamboo. And I'm not convinced that bamboo will grow. There we are. Bamboo sounds like a warm weather product to me. You know, produce. So we'll give it a try and we'll find out. So 1 bamboo, and I'm not even going to look through the rest. Well, there's the red mulberry I was talking about. We bought that one. I cannot move. There we go. So what are we going to buy that with? Food is at 14.5. We seem to be leveling off there. We're not seeing the down to 4 digits anymore. So maybe we are going to do well there. What to get rid of real quick to get this one done? Homewares. Let's go down to the very bottom. So silk, crate, fancy furniture. We'll do another 40 of those. And we'll do another... Got to get the tools out of here. I keep forgetting to unload tools out of this thing. 20. Healing oil, we'll do 50. Where am I at now? An additional 800. So peacoats are done. Candles, there's 800 right there. Alright, so that is the trade and dismiss the bamboo. So bamboo. Flax is only going to be used now for linens. What if we were to set one of these as bamboo just to experiment with? I can switch it now. It's at the very bottom. Yeah. I can switch it now. It's not going to change anything this year. Okay. So let's get this group done and we'll call this episode done. So farms. This guy. And let me throw in 1 road. I've been resisting putting in the roads, but actually I guess we could go ahead and do that now. We're sitting good on projects. So let's put in, he's right there. Yeah, we'll shoot all the way across. Take this guy down. Actually, I guess we can go ahead and take this down like so. And that will give us our outline for our new fields. Okay, so we'll take this guy down into something like that. Alright, so let's do crops. So in that case, we are right there looking for a 15 by 9, 17 by 9. I missed a row, missed a spot. There. So yeah, doing that helps me to figure out when I made a mistake. So 17, I'm still getting this wrong. Okay, we'll go from this corner and go this way. Ah, my road messed it up. Take out the road from here all the way to there? Yeah, that's not supposed to be there. What is in there? Okay. Can I just cancel this road? I didn't actually put it in. That's strange. Let me cancel removal. Remove the road. Odd. Okay. Well, then let's prioritize that. Okay, let's get this done immediately. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and put in the other ones. Boy, it's hard to see. Well, we have a year to do this. Let's do this instead. I can't see what I'm doing. Let's pull out everything that's sitting right in there. Another big surge of logs. Just like that. Alright. Let's do one last thing before we call this done. Let's go ahead and queue up all of the food plants in town. Like that. And about like that. So in the background, they're going to be taking care of this stuff. Clothier will add somebody into there. Country Smithy will add 2 into there. And we're going to be making steel tools or muskets? Steel tools. Muskets, what do muskets take? Basically the same thing. That's something to sell, but right now let's concentrate on tools. Let's make sure that we're doing good there. Clothing. Now we could go back to peacoats. We do have leather and wool. I don't think we're going to have enough linen to be doing full livery and something like dress coats. We've cloth and feathers. Now we're still making lots of cloth, right? Let's see. Cloth 1800, yeah. So let's do this one. We have lots of feathers and lots of cloth. Alright, that's what we're making there. What do we add on cured leather? Great. CUR 54, not that much. Okay. Alright, so that balances these guys out. I haven't missed anything, have I? Numbers over there. 2 are working. Steel tools, dry goods. Yeah. Alright. I think we're good there. This guy, no clay. Still no clay. The whole point of putting him in was to get clay over here. So this may have been an experiment that's going to go away. We'll leave this here to watch it a little bit longer next time. We got one more person waiting here. Okay, we'll peek at that real quick. Iron ore. Let's pin you. And what was that? Stone is low. Okay. Stone. No stone. Anyway, iron ore. How you doing? We have cleared some off the ground. We have 400 available. We'll call that good. We'll save our funds for now. So, fire bundles, we should be doing fine. I've got 4 fire bundle workers working now. Tin ore, we'll grab that. 250. Rough tools, hardwood, fancy, and logs. Logs we're not going to be buying anymore. So at this one, 250, that's 500. Pottery is the easiest way to do that. Have we ever gotten ahead on pottery again? It's been running for a couple of years off and on since we started making those changes, so it's possible. Mulberry leaves, we're getting some back in. Pottery, 11. Yeah, we're not there yet. We've got 4 potters going, though, so we should be able to do that. I think what they're doing is they're refilling what was in the all the demands for the traders. So how do we get 500 out of this real easy? Food is happy. Let's go ahead and do the 100 here and here. There's 400, and the other cuts right there. 50 of these. So a little bit of food really gaining double their value out here. So let's do that. Trade and dismiss. And we are going to call this one done. I think we are balanced enough now. We're out of tools? Okay, hold on. Pause. Trade, inventory, steel tools. Are there any in... I hate to pull the iron tools back out and go downhill, but steel tools, 0. Okay, this guy. Steel, 0. This one. I think I did pull them all out last time. Steel tools, 0. Okay, so iron tools, I guess we got to take them back out and use them for a while. Iron tools, 180. We'll take you down to 0. And maybe we'll take you down to 0 too. In fact, you maybe more so than the other one, because I know you're actually going to do the job. Iron tools, there's nothing in here. Okay, so we're going to have to depend on the 180, I think it was, I pulled out of here. Is there anything in this one? Iron tools, nothing in there. Okay, so we have 180 iron tools being dumped back into the economy. These guys will pick them up real quick, and that should be enough to get these guys time to get caught up. Yeah, okay, and we've got to get this episode turned off, so I'm going to call this one done here. We'll pick it up from this point, see if we can get next episode back over here. We'll do a little bit of work down in here, kind of cleaning this up, maybe turn these houses back on, and I think with that we'll call our kick-starting the economy again done. We'll get back to the new city and get designing over there. So this has been Noble Rambler. I thank you guys for watching. If you would hit the like and subscribe, I'd appreciate that, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye, folks.